Good afternoon. Here is the news at noon. First, the highlight. Wife of the President, Oluremi Tinubu, supports 1,000 petty traders in Lagos State with 50 million naira grants for business expansion. Federal government donates 100 traders of rice, other food items to Borno flood victims. And on the foreign scene, former United States presidents reject TV debate ahead of November presidential election. And in sport, Kaduna State set to host 2,000 athletes, officials for Armed Forces Games trial exercise. Now the news in details. I am Timmy Dayo. Anthony. As part of ongoing efforts to support the growth of petty businesses in Lagos State, wife of the president and national chairman of the Renewed Open Initiative, RHI, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, has provided financial support to 1,000 women in all 20 local government areas and 37 local council development areas of Lagos State. Each beneficiary has received 50,000 naira as part of the RHI's Economic Empowerment Program, aimed at driving economic growth and enhancing the livelihoods of petty traders. Speaking at the presentation of all recapitalization grants for Lagos petty traders held at Lagos House, Mrs. Tinubu, who was represented by the wife of Lagos State Governor and State Coordinator RHI, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, highlighted the significance of the initiative. Mrs. Tinubu acknowledged the challenges faced by small and medium enterprises, SMEs, particularly petty traders, but praised their resilience in overcoming obstacles to provide for their families. She emphasized that the grants would help these women tackle their business difficulties, expand their operations, create more jobs, and contribute significantly to the state economy. In its bid to enhance the critical roles that engineering and material testing plays towards the development and progress of infrastructure across the metropolis, Lagos State Materials Testing Laboratory Agency, LSMTL, has formed a groundwork of knowledge acquisition with the Association for Consulting Engineering in Nigeria, ASAN. Speaking at the recent meeting with Managing Director of ASAN, Fumi Kadri, General Manager of LSMTL, Olayinka Abdul, says that integrity of design structures relies heavily on quality materials test, enhance the need to expand knowledge and skills in tune with existing best practices. Now, while recounting the essence of the training, Abdul stated that the partnership with ASAN will create a robust network of professionals who are committed to elevating engineering standards to enhance Lagos State continues to build on a foundation of quality, safety, and innovation. The Lagos State Task Force has deployed additional patrol motorcycles across key areas of the state to tackle the menace of one-chance operators and other traffic-related crimes. The chairman of the task force, Dayo highlighted the areas with high incidents of traffic robberies to include Agege Motor Road, Fagba, Bagada Expressway, Yanoworo, Oshodi Expressway, among others. Now, Akarele said the added patrol unit will improve the agency's ability to swiftly respond to incidents, track down criminals, and create a greater sense of safety for all motorists. He urged residents to continue reporting suspicious activities to the agency through the designated phone number 0808 9705 008 or the agency's social media handle. The federal government has donated 100 trailers of milled rice to victims of the recent flood tragedy in Borno State. Also approved for the victims by the president are 50 trailers of maize, 30 trailers of sorghum, and 20 trailers of millet to help ameliorate their sufferings. Minister of Agriculture, Abubakar Kyari, confirmed the federal government's donation, saying the development was as a result of the president's recent visit to Maiduguri to commiserate with the government and the people of the state on the tragedy. The Conference of Speakers of Pan-African Parliament of African Union has expressed solidarity with the victims of the flood disaster in Nigeria and others affected by similar tragedies and natural disasters across the African continent. This was contained in a statement signed by presidents of the Pan-African Parliament's Fortune Charumbura at the ongoing 12th Annual Conference of Speakers of National and Regional Parliament in Midrad, South Africa. According to the lawmakers, the floods in Nigeria and other parts of the continent have highlighted the urgent need for comprehensive response to natural disasters driven by climate change and inadequate infrastructure on the continent. And now to foreign news. Former United States President Donald Trump says he will not take part in a second TV debate ahead of November's presidential election, while Democratic Party's candidate, Vice President Kamala Harris, accepted the invitation to the TV debate on October 23rd. Republican nominee Trump told a rally it was too late as voting has already started. Harris' campaign team said that given the former president claimed to have won their previous debate in Philadelphia early this month, he should accept. Snap polls taken after the encounter suggested a majority of viewers believe the vice president outperformed our challenger. And now to sport. The city of Kaduna is set to host no fewer than 2,000 athletes and officials for the Armed Forces Game Trial exercise to select Nigeria's team for the forthcoming African Military Games from September 24 to September 28. The African Military Games is tentatively scheduled for November 6 to November 15 in Abuja with a theme, Enhancing Military Cooperation in Africa Through Sports. The Director of Sports Defense Headquarters, Air Vice Marshal Abidemi Marquez, who made us known while addressing journalists in Kaduna State that the Games would feature 19 sporting events, including football, basketball, volleyball, and athletes. He also explained that the objective of the Games are to enhance military professionalism through sports, promote unity and among military personnel, and select the best athletes to represent Nigeria at the African Military Games. Now, just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us on like all of our social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 961 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. You can also subscribe and watch a news and program live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at www.trafficradio961.ng. Now, did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed watchtowers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? You can get more details on Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. As part of ongoing efforts to support the growth of passive businesses in Lagos State, wife of the President and National Chairman of Renewed Open Initiative, RHI, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has provided financial support to 1,000 women in 20 local government areas and 37 local council development areas of the state. The federal government has donated 100 trailers of milled rice to victims of the recent flood tragedy in Borno State. We also told you that former United States President Donald Trump says he will not take part in a second TV debate ahead of November's presidential election, while Democratic Party's candidate, Vice President Kamala Harris, accepted the invitation to the TV debate on October 23rd. And in sports, the city of Kaduna is set to host no fewer than 2,000 athletes and officials for the Armed Forces Game Trial exercise to select Nigeria's team for the forthcoming African Military Games from September 24 to September 28. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. The incident broadcast compiled by Adesua Jayoka. I am Timmy Dayo.